Hey guys, thanks for joining. So today I'm going to be showing you how I do my eyebrows. This is just my way of doing it, and this is what has worked for me for the past 6 or 7 years, and it hasn't changed since. So if you want to see how I do that, please stay tuned. So for my eyebrows, what I do is use the Wet n Wild pencil in the color Simma Brown. It's like $1.99 at Rite Aid or your local pharmacy. And here I'm just brushing the hairs out. And then I just start outlining my eyebrow. I start at the bottom, at the very front, but don't press down too hard. Just make sure that you have a light hand, a very light hand. And towards the end, I extend it a little bit more because I feel like my eyebrows are short and I like them to look a bit longer than what they are. And then when I get to the top, I don't start at the front, I start a little bit past the middle, and I do the same outlining, and I make sure that the lines touch towards the end to give it that extension that I like. It's not perfect now, but we're gonna fix it. And here I'm just filling it in lightly, very lightly filling it in. My eyebrows are already thick, so I don't need that much work, but I still like to do them. And here I'm just brushing it out so it doesn't look so packed on. And I'm going to move to the other side and do the same thing. Open up. Another tip that I would like to give you guys is to go outward and not downward, especially when it comes to the tail. So the only time that you should go downward is when you're at the top outline and you're attaching that part to the bottom part just to make your tail. Just keep your tail going outward and not downward, because then you're going to get a weird type of moon shape. It's just going to be very awkward and it's not cute. So just be careful with that part. Outward and not downward. Remember that. So now you're going to get a concealer of your choice. Right now I'm using LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Fawn. And I'm just going to clean up any lines that I have at the bottom. I just got my eyebrows done, so that's not really a problem for me. But if you do mess up, this is the part where you can fix everything. And you don't need a lot of product for this. Just be very light-handed. That's what you want to do with your eyebrows. Just be light-handed throughout the process. It's going to take some time. So now what you want to do is get a concealer brush and just blend out the concealer. The motion that I'm doing is across and downward, like bringing it down towards my eyelid. And you're basically just blending out that harsh line, so it's not just like bam, I got concealer on my face. For the top part of my eyebrow, I use the Maybelline Fit Me in the color Mocha. I want you to know that I recorded this before I blended out my eyebrows. And you just go in the way you did with the bottom. You can do this with concealer if you have a color that matches your skin. I did not, so I opted to use my foundation. If you are going to use your foundation, just make sure that your hand is very precise and sturdy, because foundation is a bit more watery than concealer. Going up smoking up. Make sure the children in the house, she's inappropriate. The way she's approaching us, I disassociate, exfoliate, the renegotiate. She's closing up. So now that the blending is done, I'm gonna take my spoolie and just brush out the hairs and blend all the product out. I like to brush up the front hairs. I don't know why. I think it's because it makes it look less boxy, and I actually like my hairs to show. That's optional. You don't have to do that. So I've completed all the steps that I take to do my eyebrows, and this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. It's really simple once you get a hand on what you would personally like to do. Just find the products that work for you, and you just have to practice. That's all I can say. Just practice. It doesn't happen overnight. Just practice. This is how I do my eyebrows. You can try it and see if it works for you. Let me know in the comments below if you did. Like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.